14 years ago, there was an animated movie called Megamind, which was about a supervillain who created a superhero out of boredom. The superhero he created later turned evil, which forced the supervillain to turn to a superhero. This movie was so confusing, yet so funny and filled with action scenes. It was so famous, such that it generated more than $320 million in the box office. It had a 7 out of 10 rating, which shows you how much the movie actually was. Directed by a man named Tom Mentgraf, today we are going to bless our minds with some nostalgic memories of the characters who appeared in the animation, and we shall discuss who and how they were. And then we shall take a look on the people behind the scenes who were responsible for the voices, where they are today, and generally their life in 2024. Let's meet Megamind, who was an alien refugee on Earth and was the defender of Metro City, who was initially the main villain. This guy was incredibly smart, and his plans always came to be. He was the last member of his species because his home planet was destroyed by a black hole. Just like Superman, he was sent to Earth in an escape pod whereby he landed on Earth. He had a best friend called Minion, who was kind of like a fish with a cyborg body of a gorilla. Back in his teenage years, he was not popular with other kids and was always looked down upon, and that's why he turned into a villain. He was an egotistic guy who loved himself so much, but even though he was evil, he never hurt anyone, as his plans was only to be the greatest villain to ever exist. Megamind was voiced by Will Ferrell, who is an American actor and comedian. In every movie he has been in, Will has always played the leading role. His amazing talent has earned him 6 Emmy Awards and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Ferrell was born on July 1967 and established himself in the mid-90s. He became widely recognized in 1995 for casting in Saturday Night Live. His mother was a teacher in college, and his father, Roy Ferrell, was a musician who played the sax and keyboard. He has been married since 2000 and is currently 57 years old today. Bernard worked in the museum and was the curator of the Metro Man Museum in Metro City. He always had a bored face and always seemed unimpressed. He was like he didn't have feelings. He believed that he knew everything concerning Megamind and was not frightened of him at all. Bernard was never happy nor sad and was never surprised or shocked by anything. This dude was voiced by the everlasting Ben Stiller, who is also an American actor and comedian. Ben has been born from parents Jerry and Ann Stiller, who were also comedians. He has been successful in all his movies and has grossed over $2.5 billion in Canada and United States. He has received quite a number of rewards from the movies he has featured in. Stiller married his fellow actress, Christine Taylor, and is now 58 years old. Hal started off as a cameraman behind the scenes and was working with a lady named Roxanne in the broadcasting company. Hal was a socially awkward man and was kind of a nerd. His destiny changed when Megamind turned him into a hero and was supposed to be a challenge for Megamind until he decided that his power was too powerful for a hero. Then he later became a supervillain, which made Megamind turn into a hero. His abilities included superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and could also fly. He was so immature and childish, and his introverted ways made him a little self-delusional, till Megamind saw what kind of villain he just created in Hal and decided to take him down for good. This villain was voiced by the iconic Jonah Hill, who is an American actor and voice actor. Jonah is still young and is featured in very many films and TV shows. He is best known for the films How to Train Your Dragon and Sausage Party. Hill was born on December 1983 in California and has trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so don't go looking for trouble. He has been in the acting arena all his life and is currently 40 years old in 2024. Metro Man, just like Megamind, was an alien refugee on Earth, and both these two were arch nemesis. This guy was a perfect copy of Superman. His skills like invulnerability, super strength, super stamina, endurance, super speed, super senses, flight, heat vision, and X-ray vision were just an example of how perfect he resembled Superman. He was raised as a spoiled kid and was loved by his peers. He later grew to be the Metro City superhero who helped in every way he could, until one day he faked his own death and went to live in the countryside, where he lived a simple and quiet life. He was voiced by Brad Pitt, who is an American actor and film producer. Pitt has been active since the 1980s and has acquired so many awards in his lifetime. He even married 2 of the most beautiful actresses to ever live, Jennifer Aniston in 2000 and Angelina Jolie in 2014. He is a successful man and is 60 years old today. Roxanne Ritchi was a journalist in Metro City who was so invested in covering Megamind and Metro Man stories. She was so smart as she knew how and where to get her stories from, and was also brave as she never feared when Megamind kidnapped her on multiple occasions. She always believed in the goodness of people. For instance, she really believed in Megamind and always saw his best side when the whole Megamind was against him. Roxy was voiced by Tina Fey, who is an American actress and comedian. Fey was actually the writer of the scripts of SNL in 1997. Her father was a veteran of the Korean War, but she never wavered from her passion. She has done one too many gigs in the 90s and has been in different animations and movies ever since. She was married in 2001, has one daughter, and is 54 years old today. Now let's go to the honorable mentions. Megamind had a father back on his home planet. He was responsible for sending Megamind to Earth when the black hole was swallowing their planet. We never got to learn his name because his role was so minor. He was voiced by Justin Theroux, who is an American actor and filmmaker. Minion was the best friend of Megamind. He was so loyal to him even when his whole world was upside down. He was so intelligent, as he always helped Megamind in coming up with his ideas and was also good in cooking for Megamind. Minion was always a polite lad and also caring and easygoing. He was voiced by Mr. David Cross, a man who is an American actor and comedian, and personally I remember seeing him best in Alvin and the Chipmunks as the villain. Thank you for watching till the end, and kindly make sure to subscribe and like the video for the algorithm to stop shadow banning my channel.